Thank you very much, guys. This is Life with Decent Q. Today, I want us to speak about the politics of our country here in South Africa and how much our politics have degenerated and have become a joke. And guys, I don't even want to exclude my own favorite political party. Here, I'm including all the political parties and I'm blanket approaching this conversation, generalizing amongst all these political parties involved, because I don't believe the responsibility for South African politics being a joke can only fall for one political party. Worst part now in 2025, whereby political parties are given an opportunity to play a opposition in parliament, opposition politics, where you can be an alternative and propose better policies and better ways to improve South Africa. So everyone is involved, because it's even worse now. There's coalition government, whether nationally, provincially, even in the municipalities. There's coalitions, different political parties working together. So all political parties are making this politics of South Africa become a joke. And I'll speak about some few reasons why these politics have become a joke. Let's speak about the clinging of power. It's always the same faces from different political parties, same leaders, same people in parliament, same people in the legislatures, same people in the service delivery, preaching that they will do something differently now that is a new year. But guess what? Always comes the same problems. Nothing changes. There's always the same problems, but it's the new face. It's always the same faces who are coming with the same problems. And it's worse because we, the citizens, are the ones who vote for these people. How can we keep on voting for the same people who have always been doing the same things? But because now they lied, they deceived us, they told us they're going to do something different, you believe it. Why would someone who has always lied to do something, who has always lied claiming that he's going to do something, and then he never does it, and then when he's given another chance for you to elect them, he lies to you and you believe that person, and he still doesn't do anything that he promised, and you're still going to vote for that person in the other elections to come? So we as the citizens have made the politics a joke, and these politicians have made it a joke because we are the joke as the citizens. Let's be honest, guys. Despite the failures, many politicians keep getting re-elected, and it's simply because they can get away with it because we have become a joke as the society. Let's be honest. Another point is because there's no accountability. There's no accountability. There's no one willing to sit in front of people and take full accountability and take full responsibility for all the fake promises, for all the lies, for all the deceit, for causing fake hope in people's lives. There's no one willing to sit back and be like, Yazin, guys, I've promised you to do that for you, but Yazin, I haven't done it. I'm very sorry. I promised to do it in this term. If I don't do it, these are the repercussions you guys must show upon me. There's no one. There's no politician who's willing to say, I'm sorry, I haven't done the things I promised. No, it's always excuses. No, there was this that came up. We're going to do this next week. No, don't worry, we're going to do this. Don't worry, it's because of this one. It's always someone else's fault. But there was not someone else involved when these politicians were making these promises. So it's bad. It's bad because they can get away with it. We don't even want to even hold them accountable anymore. It's all system go. We always sit back and be like, Yazin, Gafana. It's like them. We even blanket approach the conversation and just be like, that's how politicians are. That's how politicians are. Like, we have lost hope even as the citizens. We're just sitting back and be like, it's like them. That's how politicians are. Imagine we have even lost hope. Like, we don't even want to hold them accountable anymore because there won't be any accounting. There won't be responsibility. It'll just be, it's like them. It's like them. So when things go wrong, politicians, they blame apartheid. They blame global events. Some of them, they blame each other, but taking responsibility, no. The country always suffers, but nothing improves. The country always have problems, whether electricity, whether water, whether service delivery. There's always problems, whether funding to the public sectors, the teachers, the healthcare services, the nurses, the doctors. more clinics, more schools, more quality schools. There's always problems, but it never improves. The problems become worse and worse as time goes on because there's no accountability. What will the accountability be? Of course, the other point we have to speak about, and we must never let this one go, is the jobs for friends, not for the qualified. You get a job by proxy if you're in close proximity with the politicians who have certain powers over a municipality, who have certain leadership over a province. If you're in close proximity to do business and you're a businessman, you're gonna get the tenders. Let's be honest. We have seen it even. Okay, this one, let me make it precise. As an example, I'm not saying any party was wrong, any party was right. Both these parties can easily be wrong if given a proper scenario. But let's speak about what happened in Parliament recently with Sihle exposing the NYDA interviews, those guys who were working for the ANC. And I don't want this to be just blaming the ANC. It can easily be about any party, but this is just an example. So don't lose the fact that this is an example. I'm not trying to blame the ANC. I'm not doing that. The NYDA, those interviews, you saw that guy, how he was biting his tongue, failing to give a proper answer as to why is he working a position that is not qualified for. But we all know it's catered deployment, it's tenders to friends, it's giving a job to your friend, not to the qualified. How many qualified people in South Africa can easily preside over the researching of a certain municipality? People from that municipality, there's qualified people there who can easily be in leadership to deal with the important questions of those municipalities. But now, guess what? The person who's going to get the job is someone who's a closer friend to someone who's within leadership power in that, who's within leadership power representing a political party. Corruption, catered deployment, and all of those things. And it's a big issue because we're not even allowed, to address this. When you address it, but nah, you guys, you didn't win power, so you can't do anything about it. So it is what it is. Okay, the reason why the politics also have become a joke in South Africa, let's be honest. It doesn't matter how much people complain. It doesn't matter how much people protest, how much people march, how much opposition political parties in parliament can demand accountability or demand certain things to be done to benefit the people. It doesn't matter what people can say. The public outrage, it means nothing. It doesn't matter because no matter the protest, no matter the marches, no matter all of those things, you're trying to be too radical against the government. If the government is not willing to do anything about it, they're not going to do anything about it. It doesn't matter how much you complain. Imagine, it's like politicians, they really listen. They don't want to listen to the cries. It's like they close their ears. They don't care, They don't care. It doesn't matter the social media campaigns. It doesn't matter the complaints you make as the citizens. They really listen. They keep making bad decisions, because they don't care about the citizens they're supposed to serve. They don't care. They're not here to serve the country. They're here to serve their own interests. It's all about them. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about them. And they're going to do everything in their power to preserve that power. It's like, it's the world we live in after all. Let's be honest. And these are some of the reasons, people have lost hope. It's like, people are just saying, Gafana, it's whatever. These people, they're already living like this. So we don't need to hold them accountable. Gafana, it is what it is, And to be honest, I've also gotten to that point where I'm like, Gafana, it is what it is. It's like, what can we do? Like, can we continue shouting for no reason? They won't listen to us. They won't hear our cries, because let's be honest, even the endless fightings, there's always fighting, whether from within different political parties, divisions fighting internally, whether different political parties fighting together. There's always issues of fight. blaming, pointing of fingers. This one is this one's fault. It's not my fault. It's that one's fault. No, this one was supposed to do that like this. He didn't do it like that. So this one, don't look at me. Look at this one. There's always those issues. Instead of these people working together, to fix the country. And I know sometimes it's hard to work together with some people who don't share similar interests. And I believe political parties shouldn't work with people who don't share similar interests. But if there's something you agree on and you can all agree on, I think the focus should be about that. If you guys are voting about something that benefits the whole country and all of you guys, your constituency will be represented, I think there's no need, because this political party doesn't stand for what you stand for to their core. But in this common mission, you all agree. And then because of egos, you don't want to agree with that proposal. I think some political parties, they're just too over egotistical, They are putting their own interest above the interest of the country. If you agree solely on something, there's a purpose, there's a mission, you all agree, I think you should vote for it. If it's a motion in parliament, vote for it, go for it. You all agree. If some parties don't agree, there's the majority. And if the majority rule in parliament is a democracy, the majority rule. So those people who have voted for it, implement that. Don't give a F about these ones who are crying here. And even if it's my own political party, if they don't have the majority of the vote about something they wanted to implement, and the majority is going to something I don't agree with, but the vast majority of the country wants, it should be done. It should be implemented, because that's working together, that's putting the country forward. But we know South African politics are a joke. There's always going to be fight, even when people agree on the same things, agree on the same political reports, agree on the same reports presented in the committees in parliament. There's going to be some political parties, because of ideology, we're not going to vote with these ones because it's going to come across as a bad thing to vote with these ones because they're white. Like, there's those issues, and those are some of the issues that are making this politics become a joke. But guys, you guys will tell us what you think. It is what it is from me. I thank you very much, guys. Danko.